Hey guys, hopefully everyone is doing well, and I believe that you remember this sheet which we have already solved for question number 6.1, where we have calculated the value of bond when different required rate of returns were given in the question. And this you can see the last part when 10% rate of return was put over here. And second, what you have learned was to calculate value of bond, required rate of return was given, but you have applied semi-annual method. And you have seen that for semi-annual, what you have done is shown over here. Hopefully you remember that when it is semi-annual, that means 2 times a year. If 10% is for full year, then for 6 months it would be 5. You can see 5 is written over here. And total number of years were 12. Biannual are 2 in single year. Then how many in 12 years? That would be 24, and we have put 24. In this way we have calculated the value of bond in all three parts we have solved. Now the second target is to see this 6.2 as well. We have value of bond formula over here. This is the first thing which you will remember for your exams. And secondly, you have to have this current yield and yield to maturity. These are two new concepts which we are going to discuss right now. All right, as these are same questions and we are just using the data from here to here. All right. So question number 2, and first thing first is to calculate current yield. For current yield, what you will do is very simple. You will calculate amount of interest and will divide it with sale price, and that's all. For A part, what you will do, calculate bonds current yield. This current yield would be calculated by dividing interest to sale price. So let's read the question, and you must have in your mind how to calculate your interest. Interest would always be calculated upon face price. So here you can see this is sale price, sell for 1150. This is your sale price. Have an 11% coupon interest rate. We have got the rate. Now we will be able to calculate our interest. So as you know, to calculate interest, it's automatically appeared. You will have to apply this percentage upon face price. Now see how much face price is. 1000 par value is mentioned over here. We will write 1000 and will multiply it with the interest rate, coupon interest rate 11%, 11 divided by 100 or 0.11 you will put over here. Now interest you will calculate by writing 1000 on calculator, will multiply it by 0.11. So this way your interest is calculated. Come over here. We were calculating current yield. Its formula is interest divided by sales. Interest we have calculated and the sale price is given in the question. And let me know how much was the sale price. Come again over here. 1150 was the sale price, so you can write 1150 over here. So this way you have make your inputs ready. I'm just going to make it little larger so that visibility can be little better. Alright, so current yield, interest divided by sales. You have calculated your interest, which is 110, and how you have calculated, it's the old phenomena. Whenever you want to calculate your interest, you will apply percentage of interest upon face value. Face value was 1000, rate was 11%, and hence you have calculated 110. While sale price is given in the question, which is 1150, it's time to calculate our yield. For yield, what you will do, interest is 110 as you have calculated over here, and you are going to divide it by sale price, which is 1150. Put 1150 over here, and finally you will put it on your calculator. 110 divided by 1150. So it is 0.0956 which you have calculated. Let's take this question little smaller so that you can see the answer. This is your current yield, or you can write it in percentage way. For percentage, as you know, we will take the answer and will multiply it by 100, with which you will calculate answer in your percentage. So first part, literally easy, very simple, very straight. You will just remember this formula for current year, current yield. Interest would be divided by the sale price. And with the simplest way you can calculate your interest, you will divide it by sale and will get your current yield. Now it is 9.56 current yield. First part has been sorted out. Second part is yield to maturity. This is your A part, and now you are going to calculate your B part. For B part, let's make little more space. I think it would be enough, but let's have another one. So B part is saying that you need to calculate yield to maturity. Please see the spelling if YEI. Okay. Actually, accountants are not directly associated with spelling. So yield to maturity is our new topic, and for that you will be surprised we are using the same formula which we have used to calculate the value of bonds. Same formula you will be using. Second part, yield to maturity. So what was the formula? You were writing face value on nominator, and then you were dividing 1 plus r raised to power n. It arrived automatically, and then you need to add. Since I told you add would not be written over here, so we'll use the bracket beside it, but actually you don't need to write bracket. All right, and then amount of interest, and it would be divided by small r, and then again at one side bracket will be closed, other side bracket will be open. 1 minus, and then 1 divided by 1 plus r, 1 plus r raised to power n, and last you will close your bracket. So this was your formula. You will ask a simple question to me. We are calculating yield to maturity, all right, and we are writing formula for the value of bond. Why? You will use the same formula which was used to calculate the value of bond even for YTM. YTM means yield to maturity. What it is, you will have to understand it. I would like to remind you that we have a phenomena of IRR. We have already understood that internal rate of return, IRR. For that, what have to be done was to calculate our rate with which our investment was equalized. Hopefully you remember that formula with which we change rates to equalize the required amount. In the similar way, what you will do over here for yield to maturity, here R you are going to calculate this required rate of return, similar that I was telling you in IRR, internal required rate of return. Here is simple required rate of return, and you need to calculate it. Your sale price is 1150. Please excuse me. Your sale price is 1150. You have to have a rate with which answer of this whole question would be equalized to 1150. Hopefully you have understood. Now at the spot we have 11% rate, which is mentioned over here. When you will put 11%, which is coupon interest rate, the value will always be equal. Let's put it down. We are just hiding these headings so that we can put easily and directly. Now here we will change our values. What we have now is interest. Face price is 1000 over here, that is same, and then rate is 11%, so I'm going to change 11%. Okay, and then total number of years are 18, so put over here 18. And the next procedure is to calculate the interest, which we have already calculated, is 110. So we are putting 110 over here. Rate was 11%. 11 divided by 100 means 0.11. So you will put 0.11. Again, rate would be altered and it would be 0.11. And then finally you will change your number of years, that is 18. Okay, so this way again 1000 has arrived. When you are putting your original rate of interest, what I was saying, that it would be equalized to your par value. Okay, one more thing I need to have to put this amount directly. Why? Because formula will not be understood easily without application of this. So I will write everything according to this formula. Okay, so face value was 1000. We are putting everything again, and then you need 1 plus R. R means 11%. 11 divided by 100.11. So you will put 0.11 over here, and then you will close the bracket, and raised to power would be for 18 years. So you will put 18 over here. Okay, let's make little more space as we have increased the size. We'll have to change it. Okay, amount of interest was already calculated, 110, putting 110 over here. Rate was 11%, that means 0.11, and here 1 is fixed, 1 is also fixed over here. Now here you will change 1 plus 0.11 and raised to power, you will put raised to power over here, and these were 18 years. Okay, so this is what we have done over here. Little more space is needed. So answer of this question is 1000. Yield to maturity is what? You will have to change this rate of interest from 11% to 12%, 13, 14, 15, or even 9, 8, 7. You will have to put, or you will have to know the rate. If we are putting that rate, we should get the sale price 1150. We should get the same price. Right now we are getting 1000, and you are in need to change this rate from 11 to 12 or 11 to 10, whatever is needed. You will change this rate, required rate, and will put that rate with which answer of this whole formula will become 1150. I'm very hopeful you have reminded IRR, internal rate of return, where we used to change these rates for so many times so that we can get our required answer. In the similar meaning, I'm going to give you this challenge. You need to change this rate from 11% to any rate you want, but your answer of this whole formula should be equal to your sale price, which is 1150. Now I'm very hopeful you have understood. And beside this, what happened is our question has been vanished. So we will take it again little more after time after. So again, I'm telling you, yield to maturity is a rate with which whole answer of this formula equalizes to your sale price. Okay, a rate where the the value of bond becomes equal to the sale price. I'm repeating it for so many times so that you can at least remember it. Yield to maturity, once again, yield to maturity is a rate with which value or answer of value of bond is equal to sale value of that bond. Okay, so just remind yourself how to change the rate. At 11% amount is 1000. We need to increase the amount because we want to have 1150. To increase the amount, you will have to decrease the rate. So we are putting 10% instead of 11%. We are putting here 10%. You can see formula above. When you will put 10%, it means 10 divided by 100, and that means zero point 0.1. So it would become 1.1 everywhere. Here it was 0.11 and you will make it 0.1. Again go to next and you will delete 1.11 and instead of 1.11 it is 1.0. Okay, so everything is cleared. So what we have done, instead of 11% we have put 10%. Let's see its answer. As we have decreased the rate, amount should have been increased. Initial answer was how much? 1000. Initial answer was 1000 and we have changed the rate. Okay, and let's see, by decreasing the rate, amount should increase from 1000 to next. Amount has been increased. Okay, so I should show you again. Look at 11%. The answer was 1000. And now what you are going to do, you will change this answer and now you are going to write it 10%, for which what you have done, all 11% were converted to 10%. Okay, so when you had put 11%, answer was 1000 and now you have decreased the rate. Due to decrease in the rate, your value of bond should be increased. Answer is now 1082. Amount has been increased, but our target is to increase up to 1150. So more amount is required to be increased. For this we will have to decrease the rate as well. This was according to 11%. All right, 11%, and then we have uh, to increase the amount, we have decreased the rate. There is inverse relationship. You have put 10% over here and still amount is not according to our target. We need to increase the amount more. For that, what you have to do, you will have to decrease the rate of interest more. So let's take this answer and we are going to decrease the rate again. Instead of 10%, we can put here 9% first and then we will change it if it is needed. So here you will come over here, instead of 10% you will put 9%. 9 divided by 100, 0.09. So you will raise 10%. Instead of it you will write 0.09. Decimal was already present. Okay, first rate is changed. Now second rate you are going to change. Instead of 0.1 you will write 0.09. And the third rate, instead of 1 you will write 0.09. All right, so at 11% it was 1000. We were willing to increase amount. For that purpose we have decreased the rate from 11% to 10%. Since amount was not equalizing to 1150, we need to increase this amount. For that purpose we have decreased the rate we have decreased till to up till 9%. So the answer is 1175. All right, amount targeted was 1150. Now amount has been increased. We have to decrease a bit. Here you have put 9%. Instead of 9%, we have to choose another rate. Now a little bit increase, we can choose 9.25%. I'm very hopeful that you have reminded this method. Okay, choosing the same answer, putting over here just to change the rate. So come over upside. Now you are going to change the rate from 9% to 925. So we will just write 25 beside the rate, and here again 25, and then 25. Three rates were present in your formula. Look at here. First R, small, second R, and third R, and you have changed 0925, 0925, and 0925. Three rates were changed. Let's be hopeful it should be near about your answer, targeted answer, which is 1150. So here exact 1150 has arrived, just 70 paisas or more. So we have calculated our yield to maturity, which is over here. Yield to maturity has arrived. So this was our target of the question. Now the third portion of this question was saying that make a comparison. Kindly keep it in mind whenever your rate of interest, that means we have calculated two parts. Your sale price was 1150. Please be attentive over here. Sale price is 1150, which was more than that of face value. Face value was 1000. And keep it in mind, whenever your sale price is more, then rate would always be less. As you have seen that there is indirect relation, there is opposite relationship. So in third part, that is theoretical, what you will mention, you will say whenever sale price is more, chalo, I will write it. If sale price is more than face price, then rate will always be less than coupon rate. So please make your mind, this is your C part, which was theory, and theoretically what you will write will be like this. Read it again. If your sale price was 1175. If sale price, which was 1175, and yes, it was more than face price, which was 1000. Okay, the statement is saying is what? If sale price is more than face price, then rate will always be less than coupon interest rate. Coupon interest rate was 11%, and the rate which we have calculated is 9.5, I think 9.5%. So now you come to know, if sale price is more than face price, then rate will always be less than coupon rate. And yes, according to rule, it has been proved. Our sale price was more than face price, coupon rate of interest was 11%, and the required rate which we have calculated is less than of coupon interest rate. This is your C part. What you will do to solve this question, there are three parts. In A part, you have calculated current yield. I should increase its size as well. You must be prepared in extremely good condition so that there must not be any problem while giving or while solving it. The second part you have calculated is yield to maturity. For that purpose, we have used the same formula. Yield to maturity is the rate with which value of bond equalizes value of sale price. So we have calculated 11%, where it equalized to 1000. Target sale price was 1150. So we were willing to increase the amount. To increase the amount, we have to decrease the rate from 11 to 10 to 9, and then finally 9.25, with which the value of bond is equalized to your sale price. B part solved, and this is your C part, which is just theory, and you are going to write this line. You are going to define the relationship. If sale price is more than face price, then rate would be less. It is common sense, because what we have done over here, to increase the amount, you have to decrease the rate. Same matter is discussed over here. Since our sale price is more than face price, it means amount is more, then rate should be less. And rate is proved less. Original rate, coupon rate was 11%, required rate has been calculated as 9.5. Alright, I'm very hopeful you have understood all three parts. And one more thing, the solution of these two questions are already present at backside of the book. You will go and will seek A8, page number A8. Okay, I'm going to write it. Page number, you will see A8, and in class we will be discussing this. Page 8, A8, this solution is also present at that page. Anyhow, for your preparation, you will prepare A, B, C, these three questions, complete it, write it, and do it for more than one time. If you have any query, if you will have any question about to understand any input present in this solution, you may ask, you may text, or you may directly meet for the solution. Up till now, that's all. We were willing to do just this 6.2. It has been completed. Hopefully we will meet again for the solution of any other question. Up till then, please take care of yourself, and I'm requesting you to please pray for me. Thank you very much for your time. It's time to say goodbye. Allah Hafiz.